Hopefully that live button is on. Let's see. My goal was to, I don't think, let's, oh, hopefully, let me just check, because looks like I can't tell if I'm live or not. I was trying to go live on Facebook and YouTube, but I don't think that's happening. So let's see. If you are out there, come in and say hello. So I know you're here, and I know that I'm live. I don't think I'm live. Because I am not seeing myself. So let's see. Let me try one other place. I apologize for the technical difficulties. Let's see. Oh, I am live. I am live. I just couldn't see myself on the other screen. Again, my goal was to go live on Facebook and YouTube, but that seems not to be working. So here we are. Happy Christmas in July. We are all set. We're going to be making a wreath with this snowman. So I am, let me get my water out the way. I am using this as my inspiration, so I'm going to leave this here. And then I am using this red and checkered ribbon along with this solid red. And then I have chosen this black and white mesh to go with it. So we're just going to do the curl method. Hopefully everyone has had a good week. I cut my curls at 10, and I may have miscounted or miscut because I was short 20 inches, so I don't know what I did, and so I'm going to have to use a different mesh, but I'll hide it with the sign. One of my crafting friends helped me with Restream last night, and I should have been able to go live on both YouTube and Facebook, but something went wrong, so I will try it again for Wednesday and see if I can get, I'm going to try this angle. Let's see. Give you a little overview. I was testing out my cameras. One of my good friends, she's having an event tomorrow. She does paper crafts, and so she's doing a scrapbooking class at our local recreation center, and I haven't done scrapbooking in forever, so I thought this should be fun. And then I told my other girlfriend about it, and so we're going to go and support my friend. This would be a nice and quick wreath. I was going to do a pancake wreath, but I had already had this frame pre-done, so I thought, okay, I'll just use my regular technique. But this is fairly quick. I probably won't even keep you a half hour. My husband went out with some colleagues, but I just heard my dog barking, so he must be home. Maybe he'll come down and say hello to us and hang out, because so I'm not talking to myself the whole time. But I did 2 pipe cleaners in each of the sections of the work form. And then in the inner ring, I just did 1. This technique makes a really full wreath. Again, I don't know what I did to miscalculate, or if maybe the roll of mesh that I got was defective, but I was definitely short 20 inches. So, but we will make do with what we have. I looked to see if I had any unused rolls of this same color mesh, and I did not. I only had the border mesh. So oops. So this is what we'll have to use. Come in and say hello. We're doing the next couple of Fridays, well, every Friday in this month, I will be doing Christmas in July, so I will be doing a Christmas project. When I pulled out my supplies, I saw that I had a couple of centerpiece things I could make a centerpiece with, so I'm thinking about maybe doing a centerpiece on one of the lives, because I have 3 shows in November, and so I'm going to just see if I can. Hey, Rachel, it didn't work. So I'll have to figure out what's wrong with it, maybe test it over the weekend. So I will test it out maybe on Sunday. And figure out, what did I do wrong? Did I not put in the right code? All right, so we have our base with our curls. So now I'm going to do some like ruffles. I know, but it's all good. I'm still alive, so that's the most important thing. And as long as it's recording, I'm good. I know you're just getting home from work, so go relax. So I'm just making some ruffles for the centerpiece. And then we'll add our ribbon. I really wanted to make, because I do hear people say how sometimes the wreaths are too big and they can't fit in their door. So I want, I know, some version of relaxation. I know it's unrealistic, because I feel like when I'm trying to relax, if I'm not, I feel like I need to be doing something, so then I technically can't relax. All right, so we are almost finished with our center section of the wreath. I gotta get my clipper out so I can cut, or maybe I'll just curl it instead of clipping. Rachel, I was just saying that tomorrow my friend, she does paper crafts, and she's having a scrapbooking class. So I signed up for that. So I'm going to be hanging out with her and another friend tomorrow. All right, so we have our base. Well, actually, now I don't even have to do that anymore because I've changed my angle, so you can see it. So now I'm just going to start adding in my ribbon tails. I think it's too much extra, so I think I am going to cut the extra off. I picked up some, I think I got these at Home Goods. I picked up some more containers so I can put my scraps. Yeah, it's been a, except for making Christmas cards, I don't think I've done, oh, and I made some tags for my, with my business information on it for a craft show. All right, so now I'm just spreading out my ribbon. It's supposed to rain all day tomorrow, of course, because I also need to go grocery shopping. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Luckily, the class is fairly early. And here is my inspiration. So it's black and white, but it has that pop of red, and so that's what I'm doing with my ribbon tails. And then I just have this one section here where it's not exactly the same color. Hey, Susan, how are you? Well, if it's raining, I probably won't go because I'm not in the mood for crowds and rain. So, and I could order it online, but I just feel like I have missed so much going shopping. Let me rephrase. When I go shopping with my husband, I just feel like I don't get what I need, and so I feel like we're always out. So I want to go by myself. But if it's raining, I don't want to have to fool with trying to get that all in the car and in the rain. So We shall see. We are doing Christmas in July. I am doing well, thank you. I know I normally get to watch the tail end of yours because of your live, Susan, because we go on at the same time, but I don't normally take a full hour, so I normally can catch the end. The good part when the masterpiece is finished. Your work is so beautiful. This snowman had a little hole where the ribbon was, and so I just pulled that little bead off of a pick I had so that I could cover up the hole. Because while some people may not mind, I was like, I do not want to look at that. So this ribbon that I'm using isn't the thickest, but it's holding its own. This project, I'll just probably just add my spine and then just a simple bow. I pulled out my bins with my Christmas supplies, but I haven't gone through it, so I won't have any embellishments for this. It'll just be the sign. She sure does. Very creative. Actually, I think it was Wednesday at the end of your live, I was showing my husband. He was like, "Is that my girl from the retreat?" I said, "Yep, that's her." Miss Rachel has been great. You know, she took the time last evening to help me with my restream situation, although it didn't work, so we'll have to figure out what I did wrong and try it again next week. I sure will. He may sneak down. He just got in. He may sneak down and say hello. Fridays are my normal night, so I'm trying to think whether or not I'm going to do some bonus ones and do a couple of Fridays. I just get so yes, you were. I just wondered the section that I actually had to type in myself. Did I do that incorrectly? Or if if there's another glitch. So I will try it again. I know it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make the fall retreat because that same weekend that I guess is the Sims show, we're having a seafood bowl at our house, and so we're expecting company. So I don't think I'm going to be able to go unless it's another weekend. And then I can try to get down there. But I really was trying to get down to Sims so that I can get supplies for my events. So I just don't know if I go before the actual show, will they have much Christmas supplies out? I probably should talk to Lori because I'm sure she'll be able to tell me what they have out there. Are you going to? That was my intention. I was going to go too, and then we were trying to work. My son was going out of town one of the weekends, and then I think my husband had something with basketball, and so the 9th and 10th was the only weekend where everybody was free. So I was like, dang it. But it'll be good to have family, because I feel like we haven't seen them since I don't know when. Maybe last summer, maybe? I know I've seen them since COVID, but it hasn't been much. So. All right, this is the last ribbon on the bottom. Oh, nice. I don't think Dawn is too far from my cousins, because I have cousins that are in Winston-Salem. And I don't think Dawn's too far from there. As I'm putting this ribbon on, this red is so like in your face. I probably should have put it on the bottom, but I've already committed. Me too. Hopefully she can get something together. All right, so I spread out the ones on the bottom and the V's, and on the top one, I'm just going to do an X. I think because although I'm a creative, my mind works in like list format. And so I'm one of those people that, I need, how do I do A through Z in a list? And if I had to divert, if it's, DA or D1 or D2, I can do that. But I feel like I need some more help with figuring out what I don't know. When you're a one-person operation and you're trying to do everything, it's hard. All right, a couple more. That's going to look pretty nice I'm gonna have, oh, I think it's over here. I'm gonna have to hide the mesh that isn't the same. So I'm gonna put the sign on that side. Or I could put the bow on that side. Maybe I'll put the bow on that side. That's what I'll do. I'll put the bow there because it'll be a little bit bigger. When Rachel was helping me last night, I had on the jacket, and she was like, it's burning up here. I was like, well, technically it's hot outside, but my house is like it's a meat locker. Right. And I just resigned myself, you know, I am doing some batch postings. I have like 2 months worth of posts. I wanted to do a specific post once a week. And so I have enough pre-scheduled for at least 2 months. And so I'm just going to do my baby steps, you know, just to get some engagement and hopefully get some traction on my page. So I just need to set, you know, a reminder when I need to add on for the next 2 months. And then once I get into a rhythm with that, then I will tackle the next. Oh, okay. Now, if she does it during the week, I might be able to swing that too. Although I would hate to have to leave my husband to have to do all the prep work for the party. So I guess it all depends on when it is. Or I'll just wait for the spring and do it then. I have a little retreat fund, so I'm all ready. If I can't do it this year, it'll be there for next year. All right, I think I just have one more for this top. All right, that's this last one. Hopefully this weekend, I did a lot of brainstorming during the 4th of July holiday. I just need to go into more detail as to what I need to do for the next few months. All right, to get my shop in order. All right, so here we have the base. So again, if you notice, this is black with the white border. So this is a border mesh. So it's a little different than the rest. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my bow on this side, and that would hide that. And then I'm going to put my sign on this side. Yes. All right. So let me see. Hey, Shay. We are doing Christmas in July. Uh-oh. My thing came off. I used what did I use? I used the cable tie, but I must not have let it dry because I literally did it right before my live. So I didn't let it dry, so I'll have to fix that. All right, so we have this. And then we're going to make our bow. I picked up, I guess at the end of last season, this is from Walmart. This is 3.5 inch ribbon. I've never used 3.5. I've always done 2.5 and 1.5. So let's see what we got. Let's see how long I want it. So it's about like 12 inches. And I'm just going to do a 6-inch well, that's a little bit bigger. I only want 6-inch loop. This ribbon is nice and colorful with red snowflakes. I'm gonna go ahead and do my tails. That was a little sloppy. So let me trim that up. There we go. I'm just doing a little half bow. But I'm only going to use for the 3 ribbons. I'm not going to add any or introduce any other patterns on this particular bow. All right, so then I'm going to add this. I love how Rachel, she uses a clothespin to help keep her bow nice and snug inside the Easy Bow Maker. So I did the first set of loops at 6. I'm going to go back and repeat and do it at like 5. So just make it a little shorter, just to give it some dimension. See if I can see where the 5, oh, that's 4. Our daughter got my son and got my husband an autographed jersey of one of the Knicks player, and we had it framed, but they didn't do a good job, so we framed it. But they had these long stick pins in them, so I told them we'll keep them here just in case. I was so disappointed. We had the we bought the shadow box, and we wanted them to do it, and it was just it was bad. So we took it apart and we redid it ourselves, and it looks much better. I must not be holding my ribbon right because I'm getting raggedy tails. There we go. Much better. All right, so next we have the red. He is a sports fanatic, so his man cave is full of everything. Football, baseball, hockey. He has it all down here. I've been teasing him because I feel like I need more space for my craft room. And I was like, I feel like we should switch. I was like, you can still put your big TV in this room. I just need to spread out a little bit. He's not going for it. So I have to make do with what I got. All right, one last loop. Okay. All right, so I just need to finish trimming, and then we can attach it. And I'll have to go back and fix the snowman sign because the bottom part of the sign is not attached. So, but I will fix that. So I'm just going to use my zip tie. And I'm just going to make it tight. I was going to run my pipe cleaner through it, but I'm going to wrap it so that you don't see the pipe cleaner. So I'm going to wrap the pipe cleaner around. And I'm just fluffing out my bow a little bit. And I might trim the tails depending on if they're too long. But let's see. Hey, Miss Nina. I'm glad your wreath arrived. Oh, you know what? I have this leftover mesh. I just want to just give it some extra because as soon as I put it in there, I felt like it was sinking down inside. And I don't want that. Let's see if I can give it some fluff. Let's try it again. Oh, great. I'm glad. And I appreciate your support. I will make sure that I do something blue for Christmas in July. I just have to figure out what I have in my stash. All right, so now I'm just going to fluff out my bows a little bit. So my bow, I just want a little loosey-goosey, nothing serious. I'm gonna cut it just a tad. Just cutting off just a smidget. All right, I think Nina, my goal for this evening, I was trying to stream live on YouTube and Facebook at the same time, and we had some technical difficulties, so that didn't work out. I'm still trying to work on trying to get the 2 views where I will still be in the picture so you can see my animated face as well as the project. But for now, you're just seeing the project, and I thought I would do an overhead instead of me since people say they can't really see. Oh, I'm missing something. Oh, we're talking about ribbon. Let's see. Oh, I must not know about those. I have the ones that Lori, is it Hot Mesh Mom maybe? So Susan, I'll have to take a look at your tails and see what I can put on my wish list for Christmas for the hubby. All right, so here we have our first Christmas in July project. What do you guys think? I hope you guys have a great weekend. I'll be hanging out with some friends doing some paper crafts. We're going to be doing some scrapbooking. So she's doing a class in my area, so we're going to go out and support her. And then I'm going to work on trying to figure out how to get my restream to work so that I can stream from two platforms. So we shall see. I see something about I love the new. Oh, awesome. Okay, perfect. I'm glad that that works. Oh, hey, hold on. Now you can see my face for just a little bit. Oh, here we are. So, you guys have a good weekend. I will see you on Wednesday for my regular live. And then back again on Friday for Christmas in July. I thank you guys for hanging out with me. I know this isn't our normal time. Rachel is coming on. She'll be on in about 10 minutes. So if you guys aren't busy and you've already eaten your dinner, go over to Rachel's channel and watch her. Because she has been doing a gingerbread house. So this is part 3. So she should be finishing up that awesome gingerbread house this evening. She's on YouTube and on Facebook. So if you have a minute, go over and hang out with her. You guys have a blessed night, and I will see you next week.